Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. This is the JR Wisdom channel. Once again, I appreciate you guys tuning in. And if you're just now checking out my channel, if you like to hear more videos about relationships, self-improvement, just things like that in general, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, hit that bell. That way you receive all the notifications for all of my future videos. So with that being said, let's jump right into this topic. I'm going to be discussing when trying to be indifferent or trying to be aloof when it goes wrong. So the reason why I'm discussing this brought up it's more of a story time. I was spending some time a while back with this young lady, and she was just describing a situation that she had with a guy she was dating. And this is something that a lot of guys do. They try to deploy this tactic of indifference, but they do it at the wrong time, or it's like an attempt to call the woman's bluff at this point, which basically is just a ridiculous thing to do. And that's just to kind of like ghost someone altogether or try to force the woman to chase you. It's not about force. All right. You got to know when to do these things. It's about, you have power and you have force. Forcing it, in this case, this young lady was a little bit more, I guess, red-pilled, or he didn't quite have her reeled all the way in this case. So basically, when he started to put on the indifference cap and try to be aloof and try to get her to chase him, he did it too early on. You know what I mean? And it's always in the beginning. You have to, you want to be laid back and indifferent, but initially, when you're getting to know someone, you have to do just a little bit of chasing, so to speak. But he basically completely cut ties in this situation and ghosting her in order to get her to chase him, but she wasn't going for it, and it backfired. So basically, how this happened, like I said, I was hanging out with this young lady one evening, and we were just talking. We happened to be talking about these things, topics similar to this. And at this time, her phone just kept going off. Phone just kept ringing. This dude was even trying to FaceTime her in this case. And I'm just like, and keep in mind, we're having that part of the night going on at this time. You know, we're doing our thing, and it just keeps going off. So in between the session or whatever, she stops and checking her phone. She's just like talking. She's just like, this dude is crazy. What's, this? And I'm just like, what's happening? She's like, this dude's even trying to FaceTime me. I'm like, yo, it's like 12:30 in the morning. Is it that much? And she went into the backstory saying that, she initially, he was trying to get to know her. He was cool and everything. They were conversing with each other back and forth. And basically, she thought everything was going smooth. And all of a sudden, he just quit. He just went cold turkey, just stopped talking to her, and would basically go long bouts without speaking to her. And she caught on to it quick, what he was trying to do. But like I said, he didn't do it in the right manner. So when he tried to come back to her, he even came back to approach her wrong, instead of checking her temperature throughout the time, as what I discussed in my video yesterday. He just tried to come back on too strong, and she just wasn't having it. So what did he resort to doing? He resorted to name calling her out her name, basically saying what, like a lot of dudes that are insecure, basically saying that, no other guy's gonna treat you better than I can. You're not gonna find a dude like me, so on and so forth. You must be crazy to not want to answer my phone calls or answer my text messages. Just neurotic behavior, which a lot of insecure dudes tend to do. So he would make excuses like a lot of dudes would do, saying, hey, basically to try and get the woman to talk to you. He would say something like, hey, I left something at your apartment, such and such, when can I get it, or whatever, to open up dialogue with her. And she would respond to that, and then he would start it all over again. And then she would just cut it out or whatever. So things like this, I typically, I typically ask men and women, what are you doing to get this person to engage? If you just don't communicate with them, eventually they'll just stop talking. So that was the part what she was doing to, he would try to reach out, which a lot of dudes try to, be stealth with it and try to come in with, from another angle just to try and get the woman to communicate because they want to talk with her that bad. So this is something that I'm like, I just called it and I was just like, yeah, this is the situation that's going on with him. These are the things, just exhibiting classic symptoms. Covert beta, he's just trying to do the whole covert situation is just ridiculous. If you're one of these guys, check yourself. There's a way of going about, getting with a woman, getting a woman to be attracted to you, things like that. There's a way to go about doing that and trying to just go, if you don't know what you're doing, just like with any other tactic, if you don't know what you're doing, it's going to end up backfiring on you. You call yourself trying to, I'm going to be like James Bond. I'm going to be like Idris. I'm going to be chill. I'm going to make her chase me, blah, blah, blah. You have to make it to a certain point where that woman is already, into you. You can't just be like right off, like within the first couple weeks and then think that it's going to work and just play that guy where I'm just not going to communicate with her. You never, just like I said on the video yesterday, you never want to ghost a woman, just like what I was talking about with sales. You want to keep that contact. You want to keep her in the sphere. You want to keep her in that circle. You want to keep her on the team. You never want to just go like that and just, because you can just turn a woman off altogether. A woman who's really knows herself and is really about, has, not to say that because a woman can still have multiple options, but still be head over heels over you, even though she's got options. So I'm not saying that's the case, but if you just, and I keep saying that, if you just do it too soon, you're going to be looking stupid. And scarcity creates value. When a lot of people get rejected, what do they end up doing? Rejection breeds obsession and neurotic behavior, as I described with this guy. So take it easy, be cool, don't be too thirsty. And I know he's like, well, that doesn't make any sense, blah, blah, blah. Yo, be cool. There's other videos like that that I'll get into detail on that, but be cool. Don't be all over a woman. You got to give her space. Love in such a way that the person you love feels free. Give a woman her space. Let her do her, but you don't want to just basically not pay her any attention at all. You know what I mean? Up until that point where, which women will be like, that's manipulation, blah, blah, blah. No. Up until the point where she's head over heels over you, then you can kind of play standoffish, but you don't want to be exhibiting this toxic behavior where you're just ignoring a woman. You never want to ignore a woman. You need to conduct yourself like you're a busy man. You got things going on, and you'll get to her when you have the time, but you don't ever want to flat out ghost or ignore a woman. So don't let it be you. Don't let it be the woman that you're like, she's the woman of your dreams. She fits all of your qualifications. Then you do some foolishness like this and you end up losing her. And some other guy's knocking her down while you trying to FaceTime her in the middle of the night. So don't be that guy. So with that being said, those are my thoughts on that. Let me know your thoughts. So if you have a similar experience, I want to hear your comments on this. Feel free to comment below. If you guys enjoyed this video, I ask that you give it a thumbs up if you don't mind. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button along with the bell. That way you receive all the notifications. I also invite you to subscribe to my other channels. The links are in the description as well. If you have any topics you'd like me to discuss or you're seeking any advice, hit me up. My email is in the description as well. Check out some other products I have and also affiliate links that I have for products and, services, credit cards, things like that, that I also suggest to you guys. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace be upon you in the mercy and blessings of the Almighty. And I will see you guys soon. Peace.